Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at Blade Show 2022. We are here at the Three Rivers Manufacturing booth with Marianne. Guys, there's some interesting stuff, and there's a lot of fun stuff coming. So let's go ahead and talk to Marianne and see what it's all about. So there you go. Marianne, we have a lot of great stuff on the table. Let's go ahead and start with the Atom over here and talk about what we have and some of the carbon fiber.
Okay, sounds good. This is our Atom. Of course, everything's made in the United States except our fat carbon from Lithuania. So we are 100% USA plus Lithuania. That's it. All our products are made, all our steel, our carbon fiber, besides fat carbon, all the hardware, the titanium, everything is made in the United States. This one...
It's great. We always love to see it.
Absolutely. We started out with the Neutron, which maybe we should talk a little bit about. Our first Neutron was just a flat 60,000 scale, which, you know, we sold replacement scales, but I charged maybe $22. It wasn't like, oh wow, this is a great business. So then we moved on to, that's a 3-inch blade. This is 3.5-inch blade, but it has pocketed liners. And the material starts at 140,000 thick. Now we're open to a whole range of material. And we started out with just basic flat Chi-Chin, flat micarta. We've been in the knife industry since 1997, starting as Halpern Titanium. So we've been doing OEM knife work and have all sources of material. We have 35 CNC machines, so we can do a lot of things, and we can also change things fairly quickly because we have tons of material. We don't need to make thousands of one thing and hope it sells. We can make a couple dozen of one handle, switch it off, make the same thing with a different material because we have all kinds of different things. I'm rambling. I'm known for my rambles on my Facebook. So this being pocketed, now we get scales. So we had flat, and of course we had to move on to 3D milling.
Yes.
And off we went. The scale phenomenon, which we did not anticipate, is unbelievable. We're still like, oh my God, how did that happen? The thing about the scales is, as we can see here, here's our Neutron. That's the liner. And all you need to do is put it right over the pivot. Put your screws back. I lied a bit. You have this screw and you also have to take your clip off. Sorry. Try to be honest.
That's still very minimal.
So that's it. Now we had people that they don't want to have to keep switching. We have one customer who has 16 atoms, all with different scales. So that phenomenon we did not expect. So since we're Halpern Titanium, we love milling titanium. So then we moved on to, where's our Atom? Oh, here. Where's my little, yeah. We moved on to replaceable titanium 3D contoured scales. And they have gone crazy. It changes the whole feel of the knife and it makes it like it's a different knife.
They're great.
So,
yeah.
So I love that. I don't want to. So and then of course once we did the Atom like that, we moved on to the Neutron. Same thing, the titanium. That's what I've been carrying since the first day I got one. I don't replace it. I just have like a nerd collection. I just have a new knife, and this one is just a little bit heavier than the one with G10 or micarta. But that's by heavy, I don't mean heavy. I'm talking about tenths of an ounce. This is the one I carry every day. And Ben Davis gave me a special Mo clip. Mo is our mascot. It was our Silky Terrier that was been to work for 18 years and 2 months, and finally said, "I have to retire." So he's been, and he was actually our dog that was born in our house. Mother and father were ours. He was picked out of 4. He went to work every day. This was one spoiled, beautiful little dog. So we got that nice logo, and Ben Davis has done other work. We're different from other companies, I think, because when somebody comes up with a knife that they've made modifications on, we're glad It's like, wow, you like that enough to go spend more money and make it beautiful. You like that knife. So we try to be different from other companies, and I think we've won that one. It's not like, the warranty's void. No, we like that. Oh, how'd you do that?
That's great.
We even have a group in our Facebook group. Match Anderson, he had that nickname. His name is Matt, and he got nicknamed Match somehow. And he started making some wooden scales. He had formerly made guitars. It's beautiful work. And rather telling him, you can't do that, it's like, he'd always say, well, are you guys going to use this material? We say, no, all right, go ahead, you can do it.
Which is
and
great.
we've actually expanded. He could do it full time, but he has another profession. But we love that. We're kind of opposite, I guess. We encourage. I just told Matt, just keep those prices up. We don't need you competing with us. And he was fine with that. It's beautiful work. But
Beautiful.
if anybody's not in our Facebook group, it's just a wonderful group of about 5,000 people. We need more women. We only have our 5 or 6%. We need more women in there, but go to Stay Connected on our website, brings you right there. You have to answer a few questions, like, are you a nice person and will you still be nice? And then we'll let you in. So it's a real positive group.
Let's talk about the Nerd real quick.
Okay. Nerd we introduced a couple years ago, and it used to have, rather than this, it was an oval that was milled, it didn't go through, and it was a little bit harder for people to open it. So we didn't just take the same spot. We put an oval in a place where it would be easier to help actually flip it. I'm not a flipper, but Les can take this, and other people can take this and flip it. So I'm just happy just rolling it open and cutting my string. I don't really need to be flipping it around. And so this one,
the milling and the contouring looks great.
This one I'm not good at not announcing things that we're going to do. I was pretty good. I waited till a few weeks ago in the Facebook group, but this is 3D contoured titanium Nerd, and this made it the weight zoom from 1.7 ounces to 2.2 ounces. So it's it's a little bit heavy in your pocket, but you'll get used to it. So yeah, this is another one that in development. At first, the milling was the same milling went across here. It didn't look right, so I spent much time to make that smooth. Maybe seems simple to people, but unless you've done programming and machining, it's not simple. And someone suggested that we machine right across there. No, that's what people do when they're trying to clean up a mistake. We want that transition there is not a mistake. It's nice. And then we do some milling around the side. This again, like all our other contours, it's not just around. It goes in both directions, lengthwise and across.
It's great. There, yeah, we got that. That's good. I love it. They look great. Let's talk about the shadow, because last year it was just the G10.
Yes, it was just a G10, and people say, when are they coming? When are they coming? We've got, I think, almost 1,000 blades ready to go. We had some issues with the assembly with the G10. There's a lot of work to assemble, and then you close it and you look at the blade and it's either centered or off-centered. Our other knives are easy to center without just going to do a little bend and twist, and you can't do that with this knife. So we spent months to try to figure out why, and we almost know the why, but not 100% sure. So we will solve that, and there will be lots of those coming out, because some people are getting a little annoyed that you made titanium like that, you made nickel aluminum bronze, you made, why didn't you just make those? And so someday I'm going to do a ramble on our group of the joys of the shadow, because I sure wish we had that all solved now. The titanium, just every time, close the blade and it's perfectly centered. Just a little ahead, we will be doing some micarta.
Great.
At some point.
Will it be a full micarta or an inlay?
Full micarta.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. We had 4 here, but
But we're also on Saturday.
We had here for a little bit on a Friday, but they're just beautiful.
Great. This is all really exciting. I like all the upcoming stuff. I like that you guys are expanding materials all the time. It's great. Variety is spice of life, but the fact that you can do it so easily with what they have and just swap, nobody does that. I mean, yeah, you can buy other scales for other knives, but you're fully taking it apart. This is truly special. So, Marianne, thank you so
Thank you.
much. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the time.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you have a great show.
We are having a great show.
Good.
Our 100 pounds of knives are going to be a couple pounds maybe going back.
Good,
So that's
good. Great to hear. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.